Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and welcome to another Watch Cheryl Scrap video. I'm going to be scrapping several pictures of my son from about 4 years ago when we went to my dad's house up in Alabama. He has a house on they call it a creek, but it's actually a river. But he also has a little catfish pond that is kind of behind and to the side of his house, and so he and my husband took my son over to do some fishing, and I went over with my camera to because I wasn't fishing. So what you see me doing here is trying to determine placement. I had started off with a 12 by 12 canvas, but there were just too many pictures. So, and I wanted to keep all of these that were, the series of actions from when he first started reeling in the catfish till they captured it with the net. And then over on the bottom right is the picture of him standing next to his catch. And then the smaller one is where they actually released it back in. On the left side of the page is the larger photo just of the pond itself, and then the little inset on the bottom left is the catfish in the pond. So they were all around and ready to be captured. So now that I've gotten where I want all the photos to go, I'm gonna start adding some paint in the background. And you'll see me here, I'm doing just using my rectangular marquee tool and just cutting some paper to put behind the main area, which is him with his catch. And I took some things, I was changing the blending modes on that paint because I wanted a little bit more green. Then I went back to the aqua color. And I do move things around quite a bit on this layout, much more than I usually do. Usually if something arrives onto the page, that's where it stays. But that little card with the cute little kid fishing on it ends up going on the other side of the page. And I'm trying to think what else moves. Oh, that tab that I'd put on that's right now underneath that red ribbon ends up going right underneath that bingo card. So sometimes I do have moments where I'm not sure where I'm going to put things. The whale of a tail does not make it onto the final layout. And I really like being able to tell the entire, the whole story at once on, just the one page of him catching the fish. I do have another one, I think, some similar pictures, because I think he caught 2 fish maybe. So I have another one that's just a single photo, and I like how it really captures, his face and everything. So I was okay with having the smaller photos across the double page on this one. Now this was right after Thanksgiving, so we had gone up there to just enjoy some of the vacation time, and we had already gone out on a pontoon boat and gone up the river, so this was just a little quiet adventure over to the pond. And my dad has one of the little golf carts. They actually call it a Cadillac because it can seat so many, and it's not pictured in these photos. I'll have it in a separate layout. But Eva, my dad's dog, took a ride on it. She knows as soon as it's there, she's gonna hop up in there. So it's kind of fun to see her in there. Okay, so all these brown objects, they're actually the alpha that is like a wood grain alpha. And the title is going to be Catch and Release because they don't keep the catfish. We just put them back in. And I think that's how I was going to do it to start off with, but I end up putting the title right in the center. And you can see I've placed a guideline, the aquacolor guideline. You can access those by going to your top menu in Photoshop and choosing View. And then from there you can add a new guideline, and that's I did a new guide at 12 inches vertical, so I knew where my binding would be for printing in a photo book. And I'm just kind of zooming in and out to check it. And you see I've moved some final things, and then I do add this plaid paper on each of the edges to provide some more color because there was a lot of brown there. Now I really didn't like how much the title was blending into that craft background, so I go through and just use a variety of brushes that are in my stash, and I use blue, yellow, and white. So the white is like a, you know, kind of a gesso. So you can see me spreading that around. Takes me a while to get it just like I like it. Just doing some final touches there. And there's the final layout with the custom shadows and journaling. And you'll see the left side here, followed by the right side. I really thank you for joining me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.